god!
Why are you not
who
in costume?
who is that?
Why are you not in costume?
I am in costume.
You said you were we said we were gonna dress up.
So sorry, I didn't.
I'm Ferrari strategy.
Who are you?
I'm
Hey.
Ferrari strategy.
Yeah, like a clown, correctly. They act like clowns.
We said we were gonna dress up.
Oh, I've totally forgot. Hey.
Are you kidding
Oh,
me? You're making me
no,
look like a
no.
clown.
Sorry, I had a meeting with Lando Norris and I was too late.
You
Hey.
need to shut up.
Hey.
So what do we
Anyway,
think? Hold on. Should we make this is the outfit?
nice.
I know, right? I
Hey.
bought all of this without you noticing.
Oh my god. Hey. And when did you put your makeup on?
Just now, just before. That's why it was taking so long. I was gonna make a Halloween episode where we're gonna talk about like spooky stuff, but then the Austin GP happened, and there's a lot of shit that happened. So we're gonna talk about it. Are you ready?
I'm ready for it. Are the listeners happy ready for it?
All right,
Yes, yes.
everyone, you should really take me seriously, because I'm a
I,
professional.
I cannot take you serious. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about. Well, were we already in Mexico? Oh no, that's
No,
next
now,
week.
no. Mexico is gonna be happening this weekend. But now we're gonna talk about the last race. At first, I wasn't sure if this costume was still like accurate because Ferrari has been doing pretty well, but they fucked up pretty bad this weekend. So, good costume.
Well, science did it well in the end.
Well, we're gonna talk about it. So, first things first, instead of talking about Formula One, I want to talk about the F1 Academy. Because this weekend was the first weekend they were broadcasted live.
Yes, very good. It was very nice. Absolutely.
It was very awesome. I am incredibly proud of these women, of these women. Hold on, hold on.
I have a question for the listeners, right?
Sure, go ahead.
Who is the wife of Toto?
They should know.
Hmm.
They should know, right?
Yeah, Mrs. Toto. Ha 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 ha.
Well, we love.
And then where she is coming from? First,
Oh yeah,
Austria. Secondly,
Austria. She's
Ireland,
not from Austria.
New Zealand, or Scotland?
Well, the answer is
Yeah,
Scotland. We didn't.
Scotland.
We were trying to figure out her accent so badly, but we didn't. We couldn't.
No,
So we
no,
had to look it
exactly.
up. But yeah, she is part of the reason why F1 Academy is now being live broadcasted. Uh, let's talk a bit about F1 Academy. Essentially, the cars are F4 cars. I have seen a lot of misconceptions about people who think that F1 Academy is just like a series where they gonna go straight to F1 or stuff like that. But that's not true. Essentially, what it is, it gives young women a platform so they can be noticed by sponsors who will then give them places in series like F3, F4, Freca, F2. And I think that's incredible.
Absolutely, absolutely. I saw
Because,
already something about Bianca.
oh, we
Something
love
like.
Bianca. That's actually on my list. We have our first person in F1 who signed with an F1 team. So basically, every F1 team is gonna have a driver representing them in F1 Academy, and we have Bianca Bustamante, our favorite, love her. She signed with McLaren. She is part of the McLaren driver program and also the first woman to be a part of the McLaren driver program.
Absolutely well.
And I think that's awesome. I'm so happy for her. And other news, we also have our first champion, which is Marta Garcia. And we saw her, she drove incredibly. Like, her first race was the one that mattered the most because she could win the championship, and she drove flawlessly.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Why are you laughing?
I saw the fly.
Yeah, a mosquito, right, coming into my face. So like, oh my god. Hey. Anyway. Hey.
So yeah, I am very excited about F1 Academy next year because all of the races are going to be along with F1, so they're going to be on F1 weekends. They are available to watch, and I think that's so exciting. Being a woman in motorsport is very difficult, and I am just happy that we are giving those women a platform.
Yeah, it's like Paris in F1. Anyway. Wow. Sorry, joke. What I liked, it's the first time, by
Hey,
the
hey,
way,
hey!
that.
Listen to me. I make the jokes here. Look at
Okay.
me. Look at me.
The Paris stuff wasn't a joke. Anyway, what I liked about the Academy was the really aggressive drive of the women, right?
Yeah,
Hey, it was
they
they were really
they
when
were
they
very eager. I also
absolutely.
like that there were three different races. It was a bit of a confusion thing for me the first time because it wasn't very well. I wasn't very well known to the series, but so they had two qualifying sessions. In the first qualifying session, they set the grid for the first race. In the second qualification, wow, making my look self. Wow.
Qualifying,
In second
qualifying.
qualifying session, they set the grid for the third race, and the second race is a reverse grid where the first 8 drivers are going to be flipped over from the first qualifying session.
And that was a fault with Max did in the qualifying because he thought also that there was a flip. But anyway,
Yeah,
that
he thought, oh, reverse grid, I'm third. No, no,
yeah,
you're
he
not.
was no,
Well,
okay.
actually, he
Anyway,
was first in the sprint race,
yeah, but
but we'll
yeah,
get on to that. Um, I just want to say that I am very happy about F1 Academy, and I think we should do anything we can to support the series.
absolutely
And
agree.
you promised me we are going to Zandvoort next year. I just said you did, so now you actually have to. Everyone listening knows that you now have to take me. That's manipulation. But they are racing there next year,
Yeah, that will be awesome. That will be
so
awesome.
I cannot wait to see it in first person. And we love F1 Academy. We love women, and we support them.
I think that I will go with my eldest daughter because she has never been to Sandford, so and she have never saw it. So yeah, let's have a look. So indeed, I will go to Sandford, Sandford. Yeah, next
Zandvoort,
year,
yes.
next week, next week, next year. However, I will go with my eldest daughter. Then I think that is, I mean, fair enough, right?
Have you ever seen a sad clown? You're looking at it right now.
Hey, but hey, you're mistaking because I talk about a reverse grid. Hello.
Reverse grid?
Yeah, where you stand. So number four will be number one, and number one will be number four.
What are you even saying? It's number 8 is number 1. I don't know what you're saying. You're confusing me.
So I have four daughters, right?
Oh, you're talking about the daughters. I was thinking about. Oh, so on Sunday you bring my oldest sister, and on the reverse grid you're taking me.
Exactly.
I was so confused. I thought you were talking about cars, and was like, huh?
No, everybody knows that Celeste is not so good in mathematics. But anyway,
I
so
am.
that's what it is, right?
Stop spreading
Uh,
rumors about me. You're making me look like a fool. That's all you. I
only
look
a
very
fool
professional
could
right
say
now.
that. Yeah, absolutely like a clown, right? Anyway,
That's actually a very offensive
nah,
term.
it
We
is
prefer
fair,
silly people.
but I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you have a shirt of Ferrari now at this
Oh,
moment,
I
and
made it,
you
by the way.
and you're a clown because it will be so awkward when you were Red Bull.
Why?
Yeah, it's so sad. Hey. No,
Right?
it's better that because now everybody can laugh about this about you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ferrari. I see a lot of people not laughing anymore for Ferrari, so that's why I'm saying that, right?
Oh yeah, people are actually starting to feel bad, and I am people. I am starting to feel bad for the Ferrari drivers.
Yeah. Hey, we have to looking at the time. We have to go forward to the F1 race, right?
I was actually.
Otherwise,
Thank you for the segue. I was doing that right now. Uh, Before we're gonna start about the weekend. Oh, look at that, silly me. Before we're gonna start about the weekend, we should talk about some silly things that were happening in Austin, because there's like a big driver poster like on the fence. There was like a big driver poster, and instead of Lance Stroll, they put their reserve driver Felipe Drogovic on it.
oh, I
So
didn't saw it.
everyone before even the weekend started was like, "Is Drogovic driving? What's wrong with Stroll? What's happening?" So everyone got confused. Then they also spelled Danny Ricciardo's name wrong on the on the garage. So it started off being a little bit silly, and that's coming from me. Uh, every time I look at myself, I just need to giggle because I'm so funny. Um, I think the first day was Friday. It was pretty boring actually. Like we had qualifying. Only few things that were actually exciting about qualifying is that Alonso didn't get into Q2 for the first time
Yeah,
this season, and
absolutely.
that Max got P6 because of track limits. That's first two episodes, and track limits are very much the F1 term we use the most. But
Yeah,
yeah, he got a P6.
Leclerc was number one, right?
Yeah, he
So
got pole.
yeah, but I have to say, I have to be honest about Charles. He's always very fast in the qualifying, right? There is no pace in the race, but well, there is, but not enough. But
I
when you
think
talk about, I think that they have to make a separate tournament for Ferrari, hey,
like I think if the
be the best
championship
qualifying.
if the championship was won by the person who had the most mental breakdowns, it would have been the Ferrari drivers.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Because their team, I mean, we love Ferrari because the history and blah, 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 but oh my god, there's a reason why I look like this. Oh my god, my eye is itching.
But anyway, the qualifying went for P6. So when you
He
see
was actually very
P6,
positive about it. He
who?
said, oh, it's a bit more of a challenge. I like it.
Ah, yeah, Max. Yeah, but anyway, it was good that he was not number one,
It made the
right?
race a little bit more
But
exciting.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Then
Yeah.
sprint day. This weekend was actually the 100 race Grand Prix for George Russell and Lando Norris.
Hmm.
But George Russell is also known as Mr. Saturday. But let me tell you, on Saturday he had a very bad day. In the sprint shootout, he got a grid penalty for impeding Leclerc. Um, and then, because I remember Leclerc was in the car like, that's a penalty for Mr. Russell.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, that was funny.
And then during the race, he also got a 5 second penalty for like pushing, for like leaving the track and gaining an advantage. So he had a bad day.
Yeah, for me, is that is a basic error, right? You know that because
He
hey,
should
come
have
on.
given the place back.
When you go, you have extremely going out, and then hey, come on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I think it's also like it's not per se Russell's fault. I think it's more likely the team's fault. The team should have told him like go.
But by the way, going back to the F1 Academy,
Yeah.
there were so many track limits.
Yeah, there was one in the car. Track limits don't even exist anymore.
Yeah, that was so
It
funny.
was Abby pulling. We
But
love her
anyway,
too.
Max did lose his position because normally he was number one in the first qualifying, right? And anyway, in the race he did very well.
Well, we're
Huh?
talking about the sprint race where
Yeah, yeah.
he basically didn't lose the position. He was just straight on.
No, no, no. I'm referring to the day before,
Yeah,
and
but
then
we'll
and
get
going back
there.
to.
You just have to wait a little bit because you're.
Okay.
Listen, look at me. I'm being very serious. I am shining with authority right now.
Okay. Shall I be serious?
I have never looked more like an authority figure in your life.
Looking
Sorry,
serious.
I cannot take myself seriously. Well, that was basically all of the sprint race. It was very mild this weekend. So I thought, you know what? This podcast is gonna be chill. There ain't gonna be much to talk about. Then came race day. um, 4 cars had to start from the pit lane,
Yeah,
which is a lot. It was also just 2 teams, so just both Haas and Aston Martin decided to start their cars from the pit lane because they both brought updates, and just the one practice session wasn't quite enough. And I want to talk about that. Do we think sprint races are good?
yeah. For me, yes. I know that's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of conversations. To be honest, the more races I see, the more I like it. Right. So that is first. The viewer will get more money for what he's seeing. Right. And the the management is getting more important. The car management, especially the tire management and all those kind of stuff. You have to be as engineer very quick to set your car right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one
Spark per
millimeter,
May is like,
1 millimeter can be a difference, right?
yeah, we'll get into that later.
So I think it's very good to have the sprint race.
I personally have to disagree because I think a few drivers have said this before. It just spoils a race for Sunday.
And who said
The
that?
the Max did. There was just like this thing with the tires. You realize how fast the tires go, and then you already kind of know what's gonna happen in the race in the next day.
Yeah, it's only valid when the temperature and it's not raining. For me, it's very nice when it's, for example, Saturday there is sun,
And rain on the
Sunday
next
is
day.
rain. So I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
get that. I get that. I see both sides of the argument because I love watching more races, but I also think, yeah, it might give away a little bit. But I think this year it's kind of difficult because there's like the very big divide between the cars. You have like like Red Bull, and then you have Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren, who are like pretty close, and then there's just like another big gap, and then another big gap, and then there's another big gap. Um,
No, no.
I
Okay,
think
yeah.
the
You mean then you have nothing, and then you have Logan Sargent, right? That is what you're saying. Oh
oh,
no, no.
oh
Okay.
you're
He
gonna
had
no, we're gonna talk about it. Give me a second. We're getting there.
okay. Okay.
Well, the first race start like his 100 Grand Prix started awesome for Lando Norris because he was leading in turn one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was very cool. We love Lando Norris in this household.
you
Um,
love you love him. Yeah. Anyway, but anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah. Right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
do
ahead.
not say stuff like that when I look like this. Um, then
Lando, 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 oh, Lando, Lando. Sorry. Yes.
you're the one who's singing it, not me.
Uh,
So who's obsessed? In the
oh,
first lap, Piastri and Ocon made contact, which made them both DNF. So it was a bad
Lando,
weekend for
Lando,
Piastri.
Lando, Lando. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
You're obsessed with him.
I was a little bit confused, but anyway. Yeah. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
a bad weekend for Piastri, but I think he had
Yeah.
such a great weekend last time. It balances out. I think he's allowed to have a weekend where he's
But
bad.
it was of course of the ex. So
What?
because he had a problem with his spot. Who did it by the way? So
It
that's
was Ocon and
yeah,
Piastri. They both like crashed into each
yeah.
other. It was just a racing incident, I think. Um,
Incident.
just an incident.
Just
Uh,
incident.
yeah, just
Just
an.
incident. Just
Nothing, just an
incident.
incident on the race.
No.
What else happened in the race? Oh, yeah. strategy was a big thing because a lot of drivers were trying to do the one stopper, but it didn't work, and Leclerc showed it didn't work. But before the race, Leclerc went over to Gasly and told them like, "Hey, you're also doing the one stopper." And Gasly told Leclerc, "There's no fucking way." So Ferrari knew from the start their plan was to do the one stopper. But that's where the difference is between Ferrari strategy and McLaren, because Lando was also going for the one stopper. But once they realized it wasn't gonna work, they pulled him in right in time. And Ferrari just left Leclerc out there to have a breakdown or something like that.
You know, last race, they were obliged, right, to the.
Yeah.
So I think that you cannot choose for a one stopper. I think that you have to at least have a two stopper, right? So I think
There
that has
are
to be a
races
rule
where it is
because it is.
possible.
Yeah, but it is also a risk.
Yeah,
And
you
now
saw it.
I'm talking also about now about the race, the drivers themselves, right? So I think there has to be a strategy, right? Two stop necessary.
I think so because it was also very hot tracks with a lot of bumps, so a one stopper was just like not possible. It was just very far fetched from the Ferrari's team, but yeah, they did it, so we have to deal with that.
So they
I,
lost podium. They're gonna be four. They're gonna be four. Science was four.
yeah, well, he was for a second.
Yeah, yeah, no, he
No,
was.
yeah, he was.
Yeah, yeah, he was.
He was P4. What else did I have in my notes? Yeah, so it was pretty close between Max and Lewis. But the reason why we're gonna talk about a little bit later, but I think Max also had braking issues.
He had.
So it was very
Stop talking.
no
I'm
talking when I'm
breaking. Don't talk
braking.
about. I'm breaking. 3.6 seconds.
No
I
talking
said
when I'm braking.
stop talk. I'm breaking.
Yeah.
No, can you imagine? No, you cannot imagine. But when you drive a car, right?
That's rude.
and your
That's
and your
rude.
and your brakes are not working, and then your mom is shouting, "Let's don't do it, don't do it." You must say, "Hey, shut up now!
No talking when I'm braking.
Don't talk. I'm breaking." That was really good. That was really nice. But then you see also the quality
Of him as a
of
driver.
Max, and in the end, the engineers they were right. So they made a choice, and he shut his mouth off. And then later on, I saw them also on pictures, almost kissing each other. So that's okay. Hey. But
I mean, I think it's okay. Like, GP had to leave like right after the race. And people were making like a big deal, like, oh, is he angry because he told Max, "I'll see you on Friday"? Is he angry? His engineer told him that, and there was like this whole thing. Oh my God, they're having issues. But turns out he just had an emergency and had to go back to England. But people think, yeah, there's he was hard on the radio, but I also understand your point of view. When I am driving cars and if my brakes were not working, I would have cried. So I understand it completely. Well,
yeah, but anyway, yeah, go ahead.
he won with a very minimal gap to what we've seen all season. So
Absolutely,
people
absolutely.
were talking about, is Red Bull's dominance over? Excuse me. Is Red Bull dominance over? But I think we have to look at a lot of different factors for that to have an answer. And one of those factors is that there were two disqualifications.
Yeah, but they already said it, before the qualification. When a Red Bull is a little bit higher than normal, yeah, they lose a lot of traction, right? So, and later on you saw the pictures and you saw really the difference, right? So, for me, it was an unfair race.
Yeah, I think that's very much what we're gonna talk about right now. So what happened is that there were four cars who went for inspection. It was, or more, I don't know. I know it it was at least four. It was, Max's car, Lando's, Charles, and Lewis's car went for inspections. Then it was about 12 a.m. when I found out the news that they were being called to the stewards because they found an infringement on their car. And then I had to stay awake for about 2 hours, constantly refreshing Twitter to see what was happening. And then the news came out that they were both disqualified, both being Lewis and Leclerc,
Yeah, that's
because
good.
their plank was too thin underneath the car, because probably issues with the setup. They set up the car too low, well, because yeah,
Yeah, but that is also
why they were
danger,
so
right?
fast.
Yeah, but that is also danger. So there, and
Yeah,
that's why you can say, hey, they were faster, whatever. But there has to be a balance between get out of everything out of your car versus security. So
but yeah,
and
that's why they
then
were disqualified. And I think it's a valid thing, because those rules are there for a reason. So if they are broken, disqualification is the right answer to that. But yeah, so is Red Bull dominance over or not? I think we just have to wait and see this
well,
weekend.
I think that the gap is getting smaller. However, there's only one winner here.
And that winner is Carlos Sainz.
No,
Oh.
also, but also Mr. Perez, right?
Oh,
Because
yes. Yeah.
he has now 240 points, and Hamilton 209. So maybe go again 240 minus 201. How much is that, Celeste?
Wait, what was it?
Yeah.
What was it?
So 240
Yeah.
minus
Yeah.
201.
39 points, mister.
So okay, what you have to do is first you have 40
I said it was 39.
minus
No,
2 minus
stop
200
spreading lies.
is 40
Stop
minus 1 is
stop spreading lies
39.
that I can't do math. I can't
Okay,
I can't do
what
math.
is the difference between
I'm
Clerk and Max?
Well,
Hey,
he's on 466 and Leclerc is on 151. So it is 15. It's holy moly, it's 215 points. Holy moly, that's a big difference. But there is
okay.
one thing we forgot to talk about, and that is that history has been made. Because not only did the two. Ah! Shh, shh, shh. Not only did the two disqualifications mean that Lando Norris got a P2 in his 100th race, and that Carlos Sainz got a podium,
But
but it also means that Logan Sargent scored his first point.
nothing. I don't anything.
Yeah, he is the first American to score in points since 1993. And of
Great.
course, it has to be done in the most weird way possible. It needed 2 disqualifications to happen, but he did it. He scored points.
Yeah.
Round of applause, everyone.
So listen, and Max had his 50 races won this year, or no, so totally. What was
He
it?
won his 50th Grand Prix in his career.
So and Sargent the first point, right? That is good for Biden.
That's a Dutch joke. That's a Dutch joke. No, not everyone will understand it, but it's
so Biden is of course the
the
president
president, but in Dutch, Biden means
means both.
it's both. So that's a really good joke.
So it's good for Biden, right?
Yeah. And now that I look like this, I think it's time to talk about a very serious topic. Um, so the disqualifications happened. I feel like people already know a lot about that, but we really need to talk about something serious. And I am not joking, even though I look like this. I am not joking. While on the podium, while Max was getting his trophy, people were booing, and I hate it. And during the national anthem, they were chanting Checo.
Yeah.
People who boo at anyone unless they're like genuinely a bad person. Why? Why? I don't get it. I think people like them are the reason our sport the sport is being ruined, and that's why a lot of people say they hate new fans. It's because there are a lot of new fans through Netflix who are used to other sports where that behavior might be acceptable, but on the podium while the national anthem is playing, you need to keep your mouth shut. You don't chant another driver's name. You don't boo during someone's national anthem. That is just plain disrespectful, and I hope those people feel so embarrassed. Because why?
Yeah, frustration. 100% frustration.
I honestly, they can give me every single reason in the entire world, and I wouldn't give one single bleep. Because just keep your mouth shut. I
Wow.
think they took something so special from someone. A 15th win. That is something that not lot of people achieve in their career, and they ruined it by being so judgmental and so just thinking about themselves, and I don't like it.
No,
I hate
that
it.
me too. However, the good thing is that Beck said in the end, hey, in the end, I have the trophy. I will take it home.
Yeah, he was very chill
Uh,
about it.
and secondly, and that was very challenging. He said, "I always also will take the trophy in Mexico, so don't worry. You will hear the Dutch song again."
Yeah,
Hey, hey. So
he
to be honest,
is.
but for me, it is absolutely not the fault of Sergio,
Oh
right?
no, no, I never said that.
And so no, 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 no. So I hope that the next race there will be a compensation anywhere, somewhere. I don't know how, right? And I
I
hope that Dutch guys, if Sergio will win, which is very hypothetical, everything, but that they will be quiet, right?
Yeah,
Hey,
I hope there is some respect because every team has their bad supporters, but it's just become so evident that there are more bad that they've become worse this season. They've become so much worse. The booing was always there, but like even multiple drivers told the crowd not to boo because when what was it Monza when Sainz had pole and Max wasn't doing his after qualifying interview where the crowd was booing him and Charles was like, "Shh, no booing." Like it doesn't have to take a driver to be a decent human being, but apparently it does. And I don't know where they get it from, but I hope it stops and I hope we can continue from this on and realize how weird it is to just be so disrespectful.
now anyway, I'm looking forward now to Mexico,
Me too.
and that will be great. Uh, is there also something we do around Halloween? No. Yes.
No,
No.
this is it. This is all they're getting. Cause
Okay. This is
yeah,
okay. Let's. So next year, right?
yeah.
So I will also be dressed up, right?
I
So
hope so because look at me.
no, no, no,
Look
no,
at
no. Yeah,
I.
I mean
You promised me you were gonna dress up, but then you sit there looking like my dad. I
the
mean,
the
you're
good.
scary, but
No, the good thing is I'm not.
you're not my dad. Is this how you tell me in a podcast? Imagine. Right? It's a joke, right? 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 Dad, please tell me it's a joke.
It's a joke.
Oh, thank God. I was the one with a
Oh,
heart attack almost.
oh, I had them already.
I
So
have
don't
a
worry.
few new segments for the podcast, which I'm very excited about. So, here we have a new segment that I call Slay or Throw It Away. And it is a segment where we are going to decide if something was a slay, aka good, or if we should throw it away.
Okay.
And we are going to talk about the upgrades that were brought to this Grand Prix. On number one, we have Haas. They basically had a lot of upgrades. They had new body design work done. So I'm gonna. Should you? Are we gonna say it? We decided it's
Uh,
a throwaway.
Absolutely a throwaway.
Then we have
Right?
Aston Martin. They had a new floor. Even though Alonso retired, I want to give a shout out to Lance Stroll because he went from pit lane to P9, which eventually turned into a P7. And he has been having a rough few races, but I think it was a sleigh. What do you
Yeah,
think?
Slay.
Woo! Then we have
No.
AlphaTauri. They brought a new floor too. I'm gonna have to disagree. Yuki Tsunoda drove an incredible race, and Ricardo had damage. That's why he was dead last. So Yuki Tsunoda actually went from P10 with fastest lap to P8 with the fastest lap. He brought home 5 points.
Oh, I got a notice now. You know for what? I have to take my medicine. Hey,
Oh, well, don't.
because hey,
You're not
don't
allowed to
be
take your medicine.
depressive.
I am depressed. That's my thing. Don't steal my thing, man. No, I have to disagree. You say it's a throwaway, I say it's a sleigh.
Let's talk about it next time. And if I'm right, well, we have to think about it. If I'm right, then you have
Next,
to do something,
and if I'm
and
right,
I have to do something.
all right, I'll lead you. I'll hold you to it. Then we have Mercedes. They brought their all new floor.
No, they forgot 1 millimeter, so
Yeah,
no.
throw it away. But one
Throw it
thing that
away.
was brought to my attention is it is most likely that Russell and Sainz probably would have had the same issues, but their car was already being transported when the inspections were done. So
Yeah.
we are not sure if it's like that, but it might have been. But yeah, it's a throwaway. And then we have Alfa Romeo. They brought a new floor edge to complement the floor they brought in Singapore, and I'm gonna give it a throw it away. They didn't finish in the points, and they were pretty unnoticeable this weekend, so I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then we have our last segment, which is something completely new, and it is called Paddock Whispers, where we are going to talk about the rumors that are floating around in the F1 world. First of all, we have that both Ferraris are going to take grid penalties in Mexico.
Why?
Because they're going to change components.
Oh,
So they might have to take a grid penalty. None of this is confirmed, by the way.
okay.
So what do we think about that? I think have they taken a penalty? I don't know. Probably, but like not a big one. So I
No,
think
Red Bull did. Red Bull did
did
with
Red
the
Bull take?
gear. Well,
Oh
with the
yeah, but
gears,
it was
with the
just
gears.
like a 5 place penalty, so it
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
that
yeah.
big one.
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently both of them are gonna have a grid penalty, so we're gonna look forward if that's true or not. Then also something a little bit bigger is that you know how Andretti wants to join F1. They want to join the F1 grid with General Motors, but apparently F1 have asked General Motors to join them with any other team than Andretti.
Hmm.
So F1 do not want Andretti in the sport. They were
I didn't
like,
know.
hey, you're working with them. We will take you if you will work with anyone else. That's a rumor. But yeah, I think that's a pretty big one. Is there going to be an 11th team in the future?
Yeah, that will be lovely. That will be lovely.
Lovely. You and your Max era.
Hey, love. Lovely, lovely done, guys.
Simply
Well done.
lovely. Simply
Simply
lovely.
lovely. No, no, no. For me, the biggest rumors what I'm reading at is about the team from Red Bull, about who is taking the ownership now, who is taking the lead, who is
Yep.
gonna die or who's gonna leave, and all those kind of stuff, right?
Yeah,
This
the
doctor,
person who becomes P2 in the championship will get shot. That's
yeah,
what's happening.
yeah. So let's see what's gonna happen there.
Yeah, there are pretty big rumors going around Red Bull, but I think the sources were a little bit muddy, so we don't know what is true and what is not. And I think only the future will tell us, which is probably what happened with all these rumors, because that's what are rumors. No one knows for sure. But I'm really curious about what's happening within the Red Bull team. One of the other last rumors. Well, actually, there's one more.
We have 2 minutes now, so
We
we
don't
have
have
to hurry up.
we don't have 2 minutes. I am in control of this.
I
This is
saw it. I
this is
saw it.
my show.
I,
This is. Have you ever
you,
seen an angry clown?
hey, you see here? You know what is standing here? Gatekeeper.
Are you a gatekeeper?
Right.
You know, you think you're a gatekeeper? I gatekeep, gaslight, and girl boss.
Oh my god. Oh my
So, ha.
god.
Well, there's two more rumors. Sauber is becoming Audi, and apparently they're interested in Hulkenberg and Ocon.
Hmm.
What do we think about that? I guess Hulkenberg, I get it because of the
And
whole
not
German
science.
thing.
Not science.
Well, there were those rumors were a while back, but these are the most recent ones that I saw.
Hulkenberg, I can understand.
Yeah, because of the German thing. But
Yeah.
Ocon is very surprising to me.
Hmm. Okay.
And yeah, so what do we think about it? I can get it. So, but I'm very interested in why they want Ocon. He's a good driver. He's been doing pretty decently. But yeah, who knows? Who knows? And the last thing that I want to talk about is actually it's an announcement and a rumor at the same time, which is I told you before the podcast that my heart is breaking. There's a really loud motorcycle passing by.
What do you hear every time?
That was a motorcycle. It was so loud.
Yeah, very loud. Oh my god.
Bro,
Still.
it's coming back. Holy, holy, holy.
Halloween. He's
It's
gonna
gone.
kill us. He's gonna kill us.
It's gone. Kimi Antonelli. Oh, I'm moving on. I'm moving
Yeah.
on. Kimi Antonelli is an Italian driver who currently won Freca, which is shut up! Why would you do that? I'm trying to be a good host. Kimi Antonelli is
Okay. No Hitchcock anymore. Okay, go ahead.
stop. Kimi Antonelli is an Italian driver who recently won Freca, which is like Formula Region European Championship by Alpine, which is an F3 championship. But he's gonna skip FIA, the FIA F3 championship, and he's going straight to F2 with Prema.
Prema, that's good.
We love Prema, but that means that my favorite driver, aka Vesti Vesti, is probably gonna leave. So that's why it's on Paddock Whispers, and it's breaking my heart because I love Vesti. I'm very sad if it's true that he's probably gonna have to leave, and oh.
Oh my god.
It hurts. It hurts. Are you on your phone?
Yeah, I'm looking for something. Go ahead.
What are you looking? Okay, I'll just gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss. So, have you heard a joke about the gaslighter? That?
No. No.
Yes, you have.
No?
Yes, you have.
Do I?
Yeah, I literally told you like just 2 minutes ago. I literally told you the gaslighter joke. I did.
Yes?
Yeah. I literally did.
Oh, I'm getting old.
You don't get it.
No, I'm looking to Alfred Hitchcock and trying to find music.
We probably cannot use it. I can try it.
Oh
Well, actually,
go ahead.
Yeah. That was my last thing. I was saying that you did hear the joke about the gaslighter, but apparently you forgot. But that's okay. I literally did tell you, like, in this podcast. You're gonna watch it back and you're gonna look, oh, she did tell the gaslighter joke. Okay. And one more thing. I have been lying to all of you. This isn't my real hair.
Now you don't see her real hair, right?
What?
Now she has a wig on.
This is a. Oh my god, I'm so happy that's off because that wig is itchy.
Hey, so
Um,
okay. So
that was
let's
fun.
we hey,
Uh,
we're gonna meet within an hour. I will go home. So
yeah, you're gonna go home. I'll see you there. Um,
I will leave this house now.
yeah,
So
we are not in the same place,
no,
right?
no, no, absolutely not.
Oh, hold on,
So
hold on. I hear something. I hear something.
oh my God, what's gonna happen now? I think whoa, whoa,
What?
that is fast.
Same house?
We're gonna say, hey, bye bye everybody. Uh,
Thank you all for watching.
cheers,
If
bye
you liked
bye.
it, give it a like and subscribe. And we love you and support F1 Academy.